But one of the great experiences you always remember as a child, you only had a radio, and one of my favourite shows was Lost in Space. Now, I used to listen to this show, and all the show was about sound effects, really. You know, tin cans clacking and everything. But to me, they were meat-ons, and they were coming to Earth. So often I used to flee to the toilet, lock the toilet, and hope and pray the meat-ons couldn't get past that door. How times have changed there.
Fun in Toy Town. Larry the Lamb, Mr. Policeman, Ernest the Policeman. Those are some of my earliest memories. And the Dam Buster theme. I remember my dad, he wasn't old enough to go to war, but in 1947, he was sent to Egypt for national service. Last week he spent 14 months there. And as a child living in Deckham, because I told you I was born in the house in Chelsea Gardens, my dad had a big bush hat and it was covered in, it was folded over with a cap badge, but he also had this big kind of webbing belt with, and I can remember this, I'm going to be embarrassed telling you this, I used to salute, because I think the Dam Busters theme was #1 in the hit parade. I mean, the hit parade started in 1952, and I remember whenever that record was playing on the radio, I'd have the hat on and this webbing belt and doing that, and that comes back to me now.
The radio was wonderful. I loved it. I had all my favourites, and I used to go and listen by myself, and I just entered a different world. We had a wireless that had 4 holes in the back covered with fine material. And as a child, I was convinced that the people were in the radio. There was no other explanation. And one by one, these circles of material were slit, looking for the people inside. I never found them, but I never gave up. I continued to do it. I loved listening with Mother, and I always replied and responded. I loved listening to children's favourites with Uncle Mac. It was requests for songs by children. I never requested anything, but your favourites came on nevertheless. I loved Sparky's Magic Piano. That was my all-time favourite. Nellie the Elephant, the Billy Goat Scruff. And I still used to, sing, you know, not very well, but to the little ones in the family, loved all that. Sunday, family favourites, the Clitheroe Kid, that's not easy to say, and his sister, Scraggy Neck, and Take It From Here, loved that. Ron and Eth, was it Ron and Eth? Loved that. Can remember it all.